Let you all open all your three eyes.
Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
Nithyanandam, Jnana Paddhati Manual, under the guidance of Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagadguru Mahasannidhanam, His Divine Holiness, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam. Let's start with the Sadguru Vandanam. Nithyanandam Paramasukadam Kevalam Jnanamurtim Dvandvatitam Gaganasadusham Tattvamasyaadilakshya Ekam Nityam Vimalamachalam Sarvadi Sakshi Bhutam Bhavatitam Trigunarahitam Sadgurum Tam Namami. Let's go through the disclaimers. Security measures. No photography, video, audio recording. Important cautions. Please be aware of the important cautions. What is spa manifestation? Let's hear from Bhagavan himself explaining what is spa manifestation.
All the 25 states of consciousness, when they happen in you due to your chemicals and hormones ups and downs, it is powerlessness. When it happens in you out of your free will and consciousness, it is powerfulness. That's all. When you fall into sleep, it is powerlessness. When you enter into sleep, it is powerfulness. When you fall into dream, it is powerlessness. When you decide to dream, it is powerfulness. So I have added the ultimate powerfulness, Turiyatita, in your whole being and doing. Manifest all the powers. Understand, power manifestation is nothing but cognitive shift. It is not work. It is cognitive shift. Understand? It is just cognitive shift. It's not work. Work is a 4-letter word. Power manifestation is cognitive shift, playing with life, playing with being alive. Static matter, dynamic activity, strategic existence, all these three has no boundary. You are one with it. You are alive in everything. Everything listens to you. Everything decides as you want. Power manifestation is cognitive shift, raising your frequency, not work.
Now let's understand who is Paramashiva. Bhagavan himself has beautifully explained the Paramashiva in all of us.
Paramashiva does manifestation, maintenance, rejuvenation, pulling out of delusion and liberation. He resides in his supreme Paramashiva Swarupa as Ajomuha or Adhomuha, unborn, beyond form, formlessness. His Paramashiva Swarupa. That Paramashiva Swarupa manifests with these 5 faces as Sadashiva, Tatpurusha, Vamadeva, Ahora, Satyojata, Ishana. 5 faces he manifests and does the Panchakritya, Srishti, manifestation, Sthiti, sustenance, Samhara, rejuvenation, Trobhava, pulling out of delusion, Anugraha, liberation. Understand? He does all these 5 jobs. Through these 5 phases. Now listen carefully. Tatpurusham, Vamadevam, Satyojatam, Ahoram, Ishanam. These 5 phases does Panchakrityas. Each phase, each dimension is not just one F-A-C-E phase, P-H-A-S-E phase. It's not just F-A-C-E, P-H-A-S-E. Understand? The creation, not just creation getting created, even sustenance need to be created, destruction need to be created, and pulling out of delusion need to be created, liberation need to be created. Then creation, manifestation need to be maintained. Maintenance, sthiti itself need to be maintained. Destruction, samhara, the rejuvenation need to be sustained, maintained when it is happening. Pulling out of delusion, trobhava, need to be maintained when it is happening. And anugraha, liberation, need to be maintained when it is happening. Those micromilliseconds when it is happening. So understand, Satyojata Murti as 5 phase, Ishana Murti as 5 phase, Vamadeva Murti as 5 phase, Agora Murti has 5 phase, Tatpurusha Murti has 5 phase. So, Tatpurusha Murti has his 5 phase, Agora Murti has his 5 phase, Vamadeva Murti has his 5 face. Satyojata Murti has his 5 face. Ishana Murti has his 5 face. All these 5 Murtis, 5 faces put together is 25 faces of Mahasadashiva.
Bhagavan beautifully explained Paramashiva. Now, who is His Divine Holiness, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam? Let's hear from Bhagavan himself. Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagadguru Mahasannidhanam, His Divine Holiness, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam, is a reviver of Kailasha, the ancient enlightenment civilization, the great cosmic borderless nation. Is an avatar from and is a supreme pontiff of Hinduism. His Divine Holiness, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam, has made science of our manifestation, yoga, temple-based university for humanity, Sovijian order of Kailasha led by His Divine Holiness, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam, and Nithyananda order of monks, nuns, Hindu diasporas are working for global peace to give superconscious breakthrough to humanity. Nithyananda Hindu University, world's largest with extended campus in 150 countries, is collecting, organizing, preserving, time capsuling, decoding, spreading and reviving 20 million source books of Hinduism and 64 sacred arts, science like Ayurveda, music, dance, sculpting, astrology, Vastu, and many more. His Divine Holiness, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam, is 293rd Guru Mahasannidhanam of Shamalapita Sarvanyapita, ancient apex body of Hinduism and present emperor of Suryavamsa Surangi Swamrajyam. His Divine Holiness, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam, has survived the worst persecution of multiple assassination attempts on person and character by anti-Hindu elements. Beautifully, Bhagavan now explains who is His Divine Holiness, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam.
Everything is infinitely powerful. You realize your potentiality. You establish yourself in the completion, space of completion. You are God, that's all. All of us are gods. The first experience is that I was able to see everything around me, above me, the whole 360 degree. I realized not only I was able to see, I was able to feel, experience the skin of the stone on rock on which I was sitting and the skin of this body. Both carry me equally. In both I exist equally. Sangha is a place where the tattvas are taught to you, and till it becomes satya, you are supported. Akhadas are basically founded by Sadashiva himself. All is ganas, Shiva ganas. Exactly the word gana means. In your length, breadth, depth, if you are filled by Shiva, you are Shiva Gana. All the Shiva Ganas formed the first Akhada. Later on, much later, Kapila Muni organizes Mahanirvani Akhada. Then all other Akhadas. Mahamandaleshwar of Mahanirvani Akhada, the oldest apex body of Hinduism, I welcome every one of you. What I am teaching is from original Agamas Yogapada,
the science very clearly declares, Sadashiva is very clear, manifestation of these powers happen when you experience oneness with Sadashiva. When you choose your guru, the best thing is find a person who is enlightened, experienced, who can play with energy, who can directly transmit experience to you, and who is in tune with the original Shastras, the source of the knowledge. All the revealed scriptures available about the yoga directly by Sadashiva for you to do research, study, practice, question the people who teach.
The science of power manifestation is a gift to the humanity, which is authentic, time-tested, scientific, and foolproof. Diksha, or the initiation from His Divine Holiness, Nithyananda Paramashivam, makes the science directly an experience for the initiates. The experience is directly authenticated by the Pramanas. The Shastra Pramanas, the eternal, unchangeable truth revealed in the source scriptures, the Veda and Agamas. The Apta Pramanas, the experience of the Rishis, Munis, Ganas, Nayanamars, Alvars, and Siddhars, who are the authority of Hinduism, who have scientists who time-tested and verified the science of power manifestation. The Atma Pramanas are the avatar who land on the planet Earth to give a superconscious breakthrough to humanity. His Divine Holiness Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam, this millennium's avatar, personal experience of power manifestation. Shakshi Pramanas, or the experience of the millions of disciples, devotees, and followers initiated into the science of power manifestation by Bhagavan himself. Pratyaksha Pramanas, or the scientific studies which can be measuring the effect of being in the enlightened state.
Nithyananda Jnana Paddhati for mind reading others' present thoughts. Let's go to the cognition from Bhagwan Satsang.
Anyhow, one taxi driver and this great preacher, both of them died. Reached the Yama's court, Lord of Death. Yama is doing his regular enquiry. First the taxi driver came, as usual, fast. Yama asked, what were you doing? I was driving taxi. Then he just saw the list of the sin and merit. Now they're computerized. Tuck, tuck, tuck. Saw the whole list and said, all right. Have the golden key, go to heaven. Then next the preacher came. Yama asked, what were you doing? What's your name? I was spreading Lord's name all over the planet Earth. He started giving his regular sermon, as usual. Memorized, usually it will be memorized. And Yama said, stop, relax. Then he saw the list of sin and merits. He said, I think you need to go to hell. The moment the preacher heard this, he started shouting, what? Just for a taxi driver you gave heaven? How dare you send me to hell? I'll sue you, maybe from West, from US. Shouting. Preachers are professional shouters. That is another one thing. Shouting. Yama said, relax. Here up in the heaven, we don't bother what you do. We bother the result. This taxi driver guy, even though he was driving taxi, he was so wild in his driving, people who were sitting inside the taxi and outside, all of them were praying for their life. He made so many people tease. He made them all believers of God. What he does is secondary, but the effect of his action, he converted many of them into believers. But you, even though you were preaching in such a way people were sleeping. Understand, the problem is, if you sleep now, when I go there, I will have problem. May not be for your sake, at least for my sake. Don't sleep. When I go there, I will be given the hell's key. So at least for my sake, no sleeping. We are going to directly deal with how you are living. So now, we can't afford to sleep. Neither you can afford to sleep, nor I can afford to sleep. So both of us have to remain awake. Do something. What you will do is up to you. But we can't afford to sleep. Because there are so many things involved with the sleeping. When I go there, I'll have a problem. At least for that sake, I can't let you guys sleep. Second thing, first thing, no sleeping. Second thing, sitting inside your boundary. This is a very important thing to be understood. Just see your life, early morning, when you get, early morning you don't get up, that is different. When you get out of your bed and start brushing, if at all, already your mind is sitting in the office, thinking about your boss, thinking about the answers you are supposed to give, thinking about the work. By the time you reach your office and sitting in the office, already your mind is in the beach, evening. Thinking about the beach or the weekend vacation. If you are in the beach, evening, already your mind is thinking when to go back to the home. It is cold, it is something this, that. The funny part of your mind is, when you see a beautiful scenery in the TV or advertisement, like beautiful beach or beautiful forest or a snow-covered mountain, you always feel you should be there. And if you are there, you will be in ecstasy. That is the idea you get, especially the resort advertisements. And you almost feel, if you are lying in that chair, near that swimming pool, in that beach, you will be in heaven. But when you go there itself, you don't see that experience. Why? What is happening? Why, when we see visually, it feels that we will be in ecstasy. When we go there, it is not an experience. It's not becoming an experience. First thing, the moment you are in the beach, already your mind has started thinking about when to be in the home. When you are back in the home, already your mind has started thinking about next day routine. If your body is here, one thing is sure, you are not here. Now for this next 2 days, you will not use your body as a lodge or a hotel. You will use your body as a home. Come back. Just be inside your boundary. Only then I can work with you. You and me, both of us need to sit with each other. Understand? You and me, both of us need to sit with each other. It means what? Both of us need to sit with each other. You can't be somewhere, then I can't work on you. You need to be here, only then I can work with you. You need to be inside your boundary. Your skin is supposed to be your boundary, at least till you become enlightened. After you become enlightened, how alive you feel inside your skin, the same life you will feel inside every skin. Inside this pillow, inside this seat, inside everything, you will feel that same life. At least now, skin is your boundary. That is your boundary. Come back. Come back. Be inside your skin, inside your boundary. Only then the Upanishad can happen. Both of us need to sit with each other. That is why this Upanishad starts with a beautiful mantra. Sahana vavatu, sahanau bhunaktu, sahaviryam karavavahai, tejasvi navadita mastu mavit vishavahai. Beautiful mantra. Let both of us not hate each other. Let both of us grow together. The beauty of the education in Vedic tradition is not egocentric. The master says, let both of us grow. He is not saying, let you grow, I will teach you. No. He is saying, let both of us grow. That's the truth. That is the truth. Let both of us work with each other. Let both of us not hate each other till we end the process. Let both of us feel connected at least till tomorrow evening. Understand? You may sit here like as you are attending a weekend workshop or a management course. Any attitude is okay, no problem. But decide, these 2 days you will sit sincerely with the whole process. I am not asking you to accept me as your guru and all. I am not asking. Actually people ask me, Swami, should I accept you as a guru? I said no. If I am your guru, this question will not raise. As long as this question is there, I am not your guru. Forget about it. Search, seek. And the people, one more thing. I always tell people, even if you accept me as a guru, there is nothing wrong learning from some other source or some other master or some other place. I always tell people, pluck flowers from all gardens and make a beautiful bouquet for yourself. Nothing is wrong. After all, I am here to enrich your life. If somebody else also is enriching, absorb. What's wrong? It's not like a shop. If you come to my shop, don't go to other shop. This is not mom shop, pop shop. Or mom and pop shop. It's not a shop. If you come here, don't go there. Nothing. Enrich yourself. Wherever you can, or whatever way you can. Just these 2 days, don't bother about this or that, or with all your internal struggles and unnecessary useless questions. Just sit with a deep, receiving, receptive, prayerful mood inside your boundary. The whole process can happen. The whole process can happen. The Upanishad can start happening.
Bhagavan says in a very simple way, just think body is your home and you live in the home. Now let's go to the Shastra Pramana.
The Shastra Pramana for the power of mind reading is taken from the Shiva Sutra, Sutra 1.15. Hridaye chitta samghatad दृश्यस्वापदर्शनम् हृदये चित्तसंघातद् दृश्यस्वापदर्शनम्.
Shiva Sutra 1.15. When the individual mind is united to the core of consciousness, every observable or objective phenomenon, and each the absence of every objective phenomenon, is directly experienced as a form of consciousness and appeared in its existential reality as it is. The Paramashiva space in all of us. Bhagavan beautifully said how we do not exist in the now. constantly we were wavering in the mind and something is more important to us. Only if you are in deep love with something or somebody, we forget the what next. Instead, we are what now. We are in the space of now experiencing that love, intimate romance. And if the intimate romance is deeply rooted with our space or with Paramashiva, our own Guru, it becomes the enlightened space itself. That beautiful space of oneness starts manifesting as reality. Bhagavan beautifully said about how the auto driver and the priest, because constantly bringing us into the space of oneness through fear or through greed is the ultimate space to bring us back, the mind to back to the inner space. Once Krishna was waiting for eating and his mother wanted to feed him, but then Arjuna was sleeping inside. So he said, Krishna said, please, I'll ask Arjuna also to come to eat, then I'll eat. And the mother went and Yashoda went and she never turned back. Then Narada comes and says, why haven't you eaten? He says, I'm still waiting for Arjuna and my mother went to wake him up and still she's not back. And Narada says, okay, I'll go see. And then he goes to, and he also does not return. And then Gopikas come and ask Krishna, why didn't you eat? He said, I'm still waiting for Krishna, Arjuna, and my mother and Narada went to wake him up and still they're not back. The Gopikas go, the Gopikas also don't return back. Krishna is so confused. Why nobody is coming back and what happened to Arjuna? So he goes there and sees that Arjuna, that Narada is playing the veena, the Gopikas are dancing, Yashodas are singing, and Arjuna in his deep sleep also chanting his Lord's name Krishna. And such a deep romance, everybody forgot about feeding Krishna. They were in deep ecstasy with Krishna, and such was the space Arjuna lived with Krishna. And he was in such a wonderful space. When mind is united to the core of consciousness, every observable or objective phenomena just disappears into the consciousness and it's only experienced as form of consciousness. Gopika could see everyone and everything as a version of Krishna and as a devotee of Krishna. Bhagavan beautifully says, one of the person is shouting at the devotee of Vishnu and he goes on chanting Narayana. So every day he used to get shouted at for everything. And one day the shouting was too much. And this devotee goes and makes some sweet milk and then gives it to him and says, here, you have it. Today your throat must be very hard. He says, what? I'm shouting at you and you don't even understand that? He says, no, I see you as every day you say few words of Narayana. Today you're doing a whole satsang on Narayana, so your throat must be difficult. He sees only and hears only as everything as Narayana's words. And such a beautiful space of the devotee. Once you're in such a consciousness in oneness, you simply are in the now, enjoying every moment as Krishna, everything as Krishna, or everything as Paramashiva, and being united with Paramashiva space in you. Whatever your Ishtadevata, Bhagavan says, and your Ishtadevata being the Guru himself, will manifest as huge powers as Parashakti starts manifesting in you. Now we'll move to the up the Kurukshetra war, get over the Pandava, return to Hastinapur. King Dhritarashtra come forward to welcome them back. However, he was emotionally broken due to the death of all his sons in the hands of Pandava. When this anger and with this an intention to take revenge, he came forward to hug Bhima tightly, putting all his powers to so that it will kill Bhima. Krishna, however, sends this and places an idol of Bhima in the place of Bhima himself. Krishna, however, senses this. He reads the mind and he has the idol of Bhima. Dhritarashtra hugs him with all his power, not knowing that it is just an idol, and the idol breaks to pieces. Mahabharata, Sri Parva, Jalapradnika Parva, section 12. This is the source. So beautiful, you can see.
Let's go to Atma Pramana. Atma Pramanas are Leelas of Bhagwan. Finding completion with the Dharma. Advaita, you are living. I am telling you, when Arunagiri Yogeshwara introduced this section to me, I can say all it took is just a few days only for him to make me experience. I still remember when he said, I am everything. I asked him, what do you mean? He said, if I move my hand, the hill will move because I am that. And literally, he showed me I was sitting in the right side. He said, I am you. You see now? So beautiful. Bhagwan gives a beautiful narration of how he is nothing but Arunagiri Yogeshwara.
You are living. I'm telling you. When Arunagiri Yogeshwara introduced these signs to me, I can say all it took is just few days only for him to make me experience. I still remember when he said, I am everything. I asked him, what do you mean? He said, if I move my hand, the hill will move because I am that. And literally he showed me. I was sitting in his right side. He said, I am you. You see now. When he moved the right hand, I saw I am moving. When he moved the left hand, I saw the hill moving. And when he clasped both the hands, I saw me getting into the hill and coming out. Of course, I am giving a lot of work for the stupid psychiatrist, psychoanalyst. You can go on analyzing what I am saying and say that, oh, this fellow as a child he started having delusion, illusion. You can do all that stupid things. Just this Ramakrishna Paramahamsa who passed away long before, who is no more in the body, even on him they are still doing psychoanalysis and all that mapping and everything and trying to come up with books, stupid books like a Kali's child. I don't know how much work I am giving for these psychoanalysts. And do whatever you want. I will continue to be a mystery for you guys. I will continue to remain as a mystery like Sanatana Hindu Dharma, which you will never be able to see the depth. Because all these statements, tomorrow these fellows are going to sit and do postmortem on it. How this could have happened? Or was he in delusion? Was he in illusion? You can challenge Ramakrishna because he is not going to physically appear back again and defend himself. But I am going to be sitting here for at least 90 more years. Understand? The more challenges you bring on, the more solid proofs I will be revealing from my side. Blessed are those who explore me with the search of truth, because they will be blessed with the truth. It took hardly only few days for Arunagiri Yogeshwara to experientially prove me that the power of Advaita. He just moved. His right hand I saw, I am simply moving with him. When he moved the left hand, I saw hill is moving. When he crossed both, I saw that both of us went into each other and came out. The kind of a completion I had with Advaita did not bring any fear into me. I wanted to insist on this statement. Don't try to tell, oh, because Arunagiri Yogeshwara experientially taught you Advaita, you achieved that kind of a completion. Why do you expect that from us? No. I am telling you, because of that amount of completion I had with Advaita, when he pushed me into the hill and took me out also, I did not have fear. Here, if I just push you into your anxiety and take out, you have so much fear. Not even hill, just your anxiety, pushing you to break your boredom, your tiredness. Bring tremendous completion with Advaita. Actually, the next fun I am going to have is with these psychoanalysts, all these fellows. That is the people with whom I am going to have next fun. Because I am going to be revealing the mind-boggling, unimaginable, solid revelations about the law of life, that Advaita, Suddhadvaita Satya. Ramakrishna also faced many challenges of his time. But now come on, let's have fun. All these fellows who are analyzing, doing research in the field of mind, psychosomatic field, and psychedelic, psychoanalysis, body, mind, spirit related, that cross section, body, mind, spirit, and consciousness. I am going to shake many of their basic beliefs by revealing the exact laws of life as it is in the Advaitic space. From the Advaitic space, fortunately, Mahadeva has blessed me with a Saraswati who can orate and paint in words. I really wanted to face all these people who abused Ramakrishna, the great Sanatana Hindu Dharma masters, by bringing stupid theories. Stupid theories. I'm going to give a lot of work for anti-Hindu intellectuals all over the world. This Jeffrey Kripalu, all these guys wrote this book like Kali's Child and all these. Just doing postmortem a few words of Ramakrishna and all that here and there. With the courage, because he is not here physically available and he will not be defending himself. But I am going to be sitting here and asking all these fellows, come on, analyze. I'll give you the possibility of entering into the ocean of consciousness. See, entering into the space of Ramakrishna and analyzing and all is more or less like doing a safe game. You go in a ship and from the ship measure the depth of the ocean and come away. In my case, I am alive. I'll ask you to get into me. The ocean. Today when Mahadeva revealed this truth of being complete with Advaita, I thought, oh God, yes, this is one of the most important component in any seeker's life. Being complete. See, when I experienced Advaita, I know for sure, forever and ever, I cannot be frightened, I cannot lose my space, because Advaita is protecting me, Advaita is the law of life. That one is enough to solve everything. All the problems I have, I am going to have. And I had. As a child, 10-year-old child, what problem I had? Maximum my problem is, I'll ask my mother, I want to go and meet this sadhu and meet that Swami, give me some food, give me some rice, give me some cloth, I wanted to gift him. That's all I'll ask. Usually no sadhu asked me anything. But whenever I see some other people, devotees come and give them something, I'll run to my mother and say, oh, when I was sitting with that sadhu, that person brought clothes and gave him, why don't you give me also clothes? And I had a fortune of amazing mother and father who were such an amazing givers, I tell you guys. It's from my heart I am telling you guys. They were not that rich. My father, that one thing, he's a fool. I can tell very openly, he's a stupid. When it comes to giving, he is such giver. He will borrow and donate. I have seen he will borrow and donate. Economically, you should call him only a stupid. But still I remember, whenever I want to give anything for the sadhus, it is always given more than what I asked. If I ask my mother, I want to give him the kavi shawl, she will get me kavi dhoti also and give both and say, give. Hey, if you give only shawl, he can cover only the upper body. You should give dhoti also. That is a tradition. Please take it.
reading others' mind through mind reading present thoughts. Now we have the Shakshi Pramana, initiated disciple by Bhagavan, who's sharing her experience.
Australia, and I was sitting on the plane getting ready for departure, and so also to let you guys know, I've been living in this Ardinam for quite some time now. So it's been about a year and a half that I've been staying here and really intensely nurturing this seeking inside of me. And anyhow, so I'm on this plane, and so it's been a long while also since I can say that I've I don't know how to verbalize it, interacting with the outside world, if that's how we want to say. Not like there's an outside world as such, but a world that's more asleep rather than awake, if that, hopefully that makes sense. So anyhow, I'm sitting on this plane, and a gentleman came and sat down next to me, and I was just looking outside the window, and as I was looking outside the window, it was almost like what was downloaded into me was I could feel like a hormonal rush, and I could perceive the thought current of wow, she's really attractive. And just that when someone's admiring someone else, and it was like an instant thing. And I'm looking out the window, and I thought, oh, that's really strange that this is just downloaded into me, like in this space of whatever, meditation or whatever I was in, just a no thought zone. And then I looked to my left, and I could see that this gentleman sitting next to me was at that time looking at the air hostess who was sitting in or standing in front of him. And just by his body language and the look on his face, I understood that, oh wow, so I've completely absorbed what he was thinking and feeling.
Beautiful. She was able to read the mind of her person who came and sat next to her. Now let's go to the instruction of understanding how to manifest the power of mind reading of others' present thought.
Prataksha Pramana. Scientific studies what can be measured, measuring the effect of being in enlightenment state. A new study brings scientists one step closer to mind reading. Researchers have developed a technique that uses the brain waves captured by the EEG machines to reconstruct the images you see. In the following video, you will now watch, while the scenario exists only in the realm of science fiction, new research from the University of Toronto Scarborough brings it one step closer to reality. Scientists have used EEG data brainwaves to reconstruct images of faces shown to subjects. In other words, they're using EEG to tap into what a subject is seeing.
Setting up items for mind reading of the current thought. Apply the Jnananjan. Explain to the partner what exactly you'll be doing. The pencil and paper for both the partner and you. Let us set the camera. Download the timestamp app. Click on the video. Ensure the time is shown on the screen. Make sure the camera is facing you and the partner. The place is very bright and there is no background sound. Make sure the camera is in wide angle. All these are great moments that how you will be experiencing the Shakti. So these are entangling video. Don't miss to record all these Shakti Avishkarna videos. Make sure the partner finishes the writing and shows it on the camera clearly and not to the manifester. And after that is done, the partner can hide the paper, then details. Manifester can see through the third eye and they can also show it on the camera. If you can take pictures of before and after, that will be wonderful. You have manifested beautifully. Make sure all the recording is done very vividly and clearly. Guidelines: turn on the video recording, apply the Jnananjan, bring your awareness to your third eye. Ask the partner to write down the current thoughts which is going on in their mind. Pen down what is seen through the third eye. Verify the whatever is revealed through third eye and what is written by the partner. If it matches exactly, you're manifesting the power. If you're only feeling the Kundalini energy or got some correct, you've started manifesting. Go ahead and celebrate all that you have, and more you share, you'll start seeing yourself more happening from your depth. Share the videos with others and listen to others' experience of manifesting this power for entanglement.
Power manifestation instructions. Let's sit straight, the head, neck, and back in a straight line, so that beautifully the Kundalini energy raises to the Agnya where the manifestation happens. Usually, our awareness is on Muladhara, Swadhisthana, and Manipuraha, where navel center, your below navel center. Here, bringing the awareness to your third eye and sitting straight will give us amazing possibility of power manifestation. Now let's understand few words that Bhagavan is repeatedly using. Shaktipada, oneness, be unclutched, initiation. So here first we will see in Bhagavan's words what is Shaktipada.
Let me give an introduction about what is Shaktipada process. Please understand. You would have seen or heard about how the chicken sits on the egg and hatches. Of course, in the modern countries, this does not happen. Machine sits on the egg and our egg sits on the machine. In those days, originally when hens and chicken were getting produced on the planet Earth, the hen used to sit on the chicken and hen used to sit on the egg and the chicken will come out of the egg. See, same way, Sadashiva sitting means the ultimate cosmic energy sitting on the individual soul and making the individual soul into cosmic energy is Shaktipada. Hen sitting on the egg and making the chicken happen, same way. You may think, how come, what is going on here? That hen is only sitting just by the body heat of the hen, the egg is becoming chicken. Because no surgery is done and nothing goes inside. It's only sitting. Same way, it is just sitting. It's only the presence, the Shaktipada, makes the individual soul into cosmic soul.
Beautifully, Bhagavan explained Shaktipada, how individual soul becomes cosmic soul. And let's listen to initiation.
You see, let me explain the initiation. Initiation is the process beyond your intellectual understanding. The transmission of lamp happens. Now, you understood something intellectually. There is something which is not understood, which can't be transmitted through the words. That is transmitted. That's what we call initiation. Sometimes I tell people that unless you are initiated, the techniques do not create the result. The reason is you do not grasp completely whatever is expressed through words. Initiation is like it just transmits whatever need to be transmitted beyond logic and beyond words. People ask me, why to wear this bracelet or this mala and all those things. This all will remind you. Why bracelet in the hand? It will remind you, before eating, did you meditate? It's a constant reminder. Before eating, let you be reminded, did you do the meditation? That is why this bracelet. That is why this mala. That is why this external things. Sometimes this external things does a big job of reminding you constantly. That is why take the help of external things also, nothing wrong. People ask me, why we can just be spiritual without having external things? If you can, really you are welcome. But I don't think anybody who speaks in that way is successful. I've never seen people becoming successful, avoiding the external things, just having internal things. And it is just a nice way of escaping from yourself.
Beautifully, Bhagavan explained initiation. Let's listen to be unclutched. What is to be unclutched?
The thoughts, every thought is independent, illogical, unconnected, and unclutched. Because the gap between two thoughts is too small. The neutral space between the two thoughts is too small. You think all the thoughts are connected and it is in the shared form. It is not. By your very nature, every thought is independent, illogical, unconnected, and unclutched. Between every thought, you experience a neutral space. When you change the gear, whether you go from neutral to 1 or 1 to 2 or 2 to 3 or 3 to 4 or 4 to whatever gears you may change, but every time you have to come to the neutral space. Only then you can go to the next gear. Even if you want to go from 2 to 3, you have to come to the neutral space. Only then you can go to 3. Same way, between every thought, you experience a neutral space. You experience a neutral space between every thought. Between every thought. That neutral space, that silence is what I call peace or bliss. The peace which exists, the bliss which exists already in you, between every thought, the gap of the thought, the gap between the thoughts, that neutral space is the peace, is the bliss. When you understand you are unconnected, independent, illogical, and unclutched, by your very nature, you will start experiencing the neutral space in you. neutral space which exists in you, you will start living from moment to moment in spontaneity. We need to understand one more thing. This technique of be unclutched, it does miracles in your being, in the body level, or in the mental level, or in the being level. In every level, when you understand the truth, by your very nature, you are unclutched. The tremendous quantum transformation. You take a quantum jump. The transformation happens in quantum, not step by step. Just one jump. You take a quantum jump and experience the truth awakening in you.
The oneness space is the most beautiful space that Bhagavan himself is explaining how we are ferocious. Beyond the tiredness and boredom, we can experience the space of oneness and be unclutched.
Oneness is not imagination. Oneness is not visualization. Oneness is not even just declaration. It is your existence. An idea which is you is oneness. The idea which has become part of your very space, which does not tire you or bore you by the passage of the time, is oneness. Mahadeva says in the Agama, Sadashiva beautifully explains in the Agama, Kala, Yama cannot tire you or bring boredom to you if something becomes your space. Devi achieved the blissful state and union with Mahadeva on Shivaratri day because our space became oneness. Anything which brings tiredness or boredom has not yet become your space. If living in this body brings you tiredness and boredom, you are not going to be living in this body forever. When that becomes too much, you are going to drop it and move ahead. If you want to be in oneness forever, it should become part of your space, means you should become ferocious with you and break this very tiredness and boredom. Only when you deal you with the ferociousness, you break the tiredness and boredom. With that ferociousness, you need to make oneness as your space. Anything stands as an imagination in the length level, visualization in the breadth level, declaration in the depth level. If you open your time with ferociousness, it just sinks into space level. With this ferociousness, the time layer in you opens, and the oneness from imagination to visualization to declaration, it becomes your space, the way of existence.
The most important, Bhagavan says, being unclutched, understanding the Shaktipada, the oneness space, and chanting the Mahavakya. The Mahavakya, the power of the Mahavakya pushes you into the higher states of consciousness. Here Bhagavan himself explains how we can experience the Shaktipada, raised higher consciousness through Mahavakya.
It's one of the very important revelation by Sadashiva. All the electronic equipments work when the electrons are made to vibrate. That happens by the light. When the electricity is supplied, the light particle vibrates, the electronic equipment starts working. Just like that, the spiritual power and the umbilical cord connection, spiritual umbilical cord connection between you and me, it works with sound particle. For example, my integrity with the cosmos, Sadashiva, Mahasadashiva, it reverberates in certain level of frequency. When you are integrated to me, you also start reverberating in the same frequency. If your integrity goes down, that is when you start connecting with me only as a manager or this organization head or your Purvashram father, mother. Your connection with me goes down to the lower level if the integrity gets reduced. I was wondering, what is the way we can bring people to the higher integrity immediately and the feeling connection, so they start manifesting the powers, they start staying in the space of Sadashivatva. Sadashiva revealed a beautiful sound. I can tell you, this is like a password. At any point, if you are not able to bring yourself to oneness, you are a little shaken, disturbed, or for some reason, you are not able to bring yourself to oneness. This is like a password. You type, whether your mind feels connected or not, the energy will start flowing in you beyond the depth dimension. You see, all mind oscillation, restlessness, all mental idea based feeling connected or not feeling connected is only length, breadth, depth level, not in the space level. But this sound will straight infuse energy from the space level. Like for example, if the power goes off, automatically the generator will get switched on and the power supply will be going on. So end result will not be lost. Whether government power supply or the generator power supply, end result will not be stopped. So whenever you feel little that oneness is, you are not catching it, just feed this password. Immediately the oneness will open up and you will start manifesting the powers, energy, and the whole space will shift. It is directly from Sadashiva. It's a beautiful sound. I don't even want to say it's a mantra. It is not even a mantra because there is no meaning in it. You can't derive a meaning for it. It just flashed like a password for all the initiations I am giving. One single password for all the initiations I am giving. And the initiations I gave, I am giving, I will be giving for all that. This is like one password. Don't even repeat like a mantra. Just feed like a password and it will just open up. Your whole being will open up. Listen carefully. It starts with the vibration Om. Listen and then repeat. Om. Very deep. Om. Nithyananda. Nithyananda. Maha Sadashivoham.
So Bhagavan gave beautiful explanation of how you can be in Shaktipada. Visualize Paramashiva who has come down as Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam from Kailasha. Remembering Paramashiva in your third eye. Again and again, bringing your awareness to your third eye simply makes you manifest powers. Absolute unclutching. How Bhagavan said, the neutral zone, nothing ever touches the screen. Like same way, the movie does not touch the screen, whether it is happening in ferocious or any soft, beautiful, nothing touches the screen. Be unclutched like the screen. And to experience the state of Paramashiva, your inner space being completely unclutched. Complete completion, to experience the space of Paramashiva. Inside us, the complete completion happens when we are in tune with Paramashiva. That everything is redundant and irrelevant. The essence of completion is irrelevant. Nothing matters in your life because everything is complete completion. Oneness with Paramashiva. How Bhagavan said, in ferocious breaking the boredom and tiredness, just being in the space of oneness with Paramashiva to manifest the powers of Paramashiva. Tyaga as Paramashiva is your only strength, now declaring complete integrity with Bhagavan to experience the being of Paramashiva. How Bhagavan said, chanting the Mahavakya raises your frequency, and that is your only strength to manifest any reality. Being in this beautiful space of Paramashiva, you can experience such a beautiful space, state, powers, and becoming the being of Paramashiva, manifesting whatever you want. Now, you'll be manifesting the powers, watching the oneness capsule, and chanting the Mahavakya, Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. We'll be playing the Mahavakya and the oneness capsule for you to manifest powers. At end of the Mahavakya, you can start with the verification and sharing and causing. Thank you.
Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om 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 Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eyes. Let the Amrita pour, let the Vani open up, manifest in all of us. Let Paramashiva overflow, manifest the powers in all our third eyes. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. 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 Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eyes. Let the Amrita pour, let the Varni open up, manifest in all of us. Let Paramashiva overflow, manifest the powers in all our third eyes. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. 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 Paramashivoham. Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eyes. Let the Amrita pour, let the Vani open up. Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eyes. Let the Amrita pour, let the Vani open up, manifest in all of us. Let Paramashiva overflow, manifest the powers in all our third eyes. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. 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 Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eyes. Let the Amrita pour, let the Vani open up, manifest in all of us. Let Paramashiva overflow, manifest
the powers in all our third eye. Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. 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 Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eyes. Let the Amrita pour, let the Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. 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 Om Nithyananda
Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eyes. Let the Amrita pour, let the Vanni open up, manifest in all of us. Let Paramashiva overflow, manifest the powers in all our third eyes. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. 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 Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
Verification process. Verify no video is edited during the power manifestation time. Verify video is not stopped or restarted during the process. All videos are verified with the timestamp. No clues or hints while manifestation. No Bluetooth or gadgets during manifestation. If you like to use the yantra, kavi, banyan leaf, or aushadha to apply on your third eye or mirror or Parameshwara Shila, please go ahead, apply the Jnana, see through your third eye, whatever it gets revealed, please write it down authentically, all the thought currents, and match it exactly. Do not tamper it or interpret whatever is revealed. The more the authentic we measure the whole system, more manifestation happens. Thank you for participating in the mind reading of current thought currents.
Beautiful. We are at the end of the power manifestation, but most important part of the power manifestation. Here, we are going to share all that you have manifested with the social media groups. Here we have Sri Kailasha Kotiyar Manifesting Power Groups. Thousands of people are part of that. And you can share there and you can post your powerful cognition and the videos. The Link is tinyurl.com/powermanifestation. It is at the left corner of the page. You can click on it and you can post your beautiful experience in the Power Manifestation group. Why sharing and causing is very important part of Power Manifestation. Bhagavan beautifully explains that sharing is pulling us out of delusion and causing is liberating us. We are the ones who need to start experiencing the higher states of reality, how we need to exist. Beautifully, Bhagavan explains when you are sharing with others the ultimate beautiful multidimensional logic, your brain rewires into the higher space of consciousness, the Turyatita state. Again and again, when you experience even a little bit, you share with the world, your experience becomes reality. Same thing when you cause others to come and get initiated for higher reality, you are caused into the higher purpose, the ultimate reality. Bhagavan says extreme causing, extreme power manifestation is extreme causing. So beautifully he explains how our strength is declared on Paramashiva. The power manifestation happens exactly in tune to that. And sharing with the world, continuously reiterating ourselves the experience that we had from the powerful cognition and manifesting the space of Paramashiva, the state of Paramashiva, the beings of Paramashiva, we become Paramashiva. Go on sharing and causing, which is the most important part of how you have experienced your reality. When you go to a temple, we pray and we see that beautiful experience happen in us, and then share with the world that how amazing the temple experience has manifested as your reality. Same way, when you manifest powers, when you share with the world, it becomes more and more the depth cognition of you, and you will be experiencing more powers. Even if you're manifested very small, it does not matter the quantity. Bhagavan says the quality is important. If it is authentic, please go ahead and share with the world. Do not doubt, have self-doubt, self-denial, self-hatred come and block anything. Experience the ultimate in deep seeking and gratitude. Bhagavan manifest in you with a deep prayer, that asking Bhagavan to make this reality as your existential reality. With that, let's end with the Purna Mantra, thanking Bhagavan for all these great experience. We have come to the end of the Power Manifestation course, and we end with the Purna Mantra. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purna Purnamadashyate Purnasya Purnamataya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Tat Sat Sarvam Bhagavate Sri Nithyananda Parameshwaram Paduka Arpanamastu. Om Nithyanandam. Thank you for participating in the Jnana Paddhati, Nithyananda Jnana Paddhati course. Please go ahead and select more power manifestation and every day experience the ultimate reality for yourself. Nithyananda.
Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham